This video is intended to give new Skydesk's customers a quick 3-step process to configuring their virtual private server or virtual machine, otherwise called a VM. The user goes through 3 simple steps to download a desktop client, to configure the virtual machine for the particular broker and therefore MetaTrader version that they want to install on that VM, and then to finally install the Expert Advisor and to configure and build that server on the fly. When you join Skydesk's, you'll receive a welcome email, and in that welcome email you'll receive a hyperlink to the wizard, and the wizard is at skydesks.com/wizard. When you click on that link, you'll get this following screen for the Skydesk Setup Wizard. The operating system that you are running on will be detected automatically here, and you will be provided with a hyperlink for downloading the particular desktop application for running the Skydesk client to your virtual private server, or you can choose it from any of these icons here, which represents the particular operating system that you're running on. I'm going to just move around here and choose the Windows icon to install and run the NX Client 3.5.0 application. So I'm just going to click Run there. It's going to download. It takes just several seconds to download, but it will automatically prompt you to run that application or that install application to install NX Client, which allows you to basically provide a remote view to the virtual machine desktop. So I'm going to click Yes here to install the application, and that will go off into the install wizard, which is just a simple 3-step process to install the application. And I'm just going to install it using the default settings, and that will provide a link on my desktop as shown here to NX Client for Windows. I will then go to the second step of the process. The second step of the process allows you to choose a particular broker, which dictates the particular version of MT4 that you will install on your virtual machine. There are 75 brokers on this list for the Super PiP Pirate, which is the demonstration of this tutorial. On Skydesk we actually have 125 brokers in total, but 75 are available for use with Super PiP Pirate at this time. So I will choose one of those brokers, and I'm going to choose Alpara UK and then click Next. When I click Next, there will be a request generated to the back-end virtual machine provider, so that's a cloud computing company which we use to host our virtual machines, and that request will request a virtual machine be built for you on the fly, and this will be a private server that only you will have access to with a particular IP address, and it will be configured in such a way that the only way of accessing that virtual machine is through the client application which you just installed, the NX Client. For those of you familiar with SSH, SSH is used for the connection, so it's completely secure, and on the back end the virtual machine is completely locked down, so only authentication methods are allowed for access to the virtual machine through the NX Client. So you can see now that the request has been made to the server and it's building the VPS virtual private server. And the progress meter is given, and an estimation of the time is provided here, which gets more and more accurate as it progresses because it's continuously recalculating the estimation. So the first step of the build process is to actually build the virtual machine itself. This is done by the back-end cloud provider, and it's a progress of basically creating from the Skydesk image a real instance of the server, which provides the IP address and everything you need to connect to that server. So the progress is about 22%. This is going to take around about 3 minutes more to configure the whole process. So there's about 60 seconds left for the build of the server itself. Once the server's built, the next stage of the process is that that server boots up, configured with a particular IP address, and then the server is activated. Upon activation, the server boots up and runs a number of Skydesk scripts to configure that virtual machine for the particular broker that you chose. So here we are already at the configuring the MT4 broker stage. So now currently the virtual machine is being configured for run Alpari UK. Upon configuration of the VM, actually the MT4 application is already running on your server and it's waiting for you to access it. Once this process is complete, it goes to the third stage. Once the MT4 application is up and running, we then do the post-configuration of that server, which basically takes the expert advisor that you've configured your account from the website, which is where the installation is stored, and it uploads that to your server and installs the EA automatically for you. In about 20 seconds or so, we'll go to the post-configuration stage, and this can be very quick because the copying of the EA to the virtual machine is already within the same set of servers, so the installation time can be very fast. But it's around about 30 seconds left from the end of the estimation of the completion. Okay, so now we're uploading and configuring the EA. This is estimated to take 30 seconds, but as you can see, it only took a couple of seconds. Once your EA has been uploaded to the virtual machine, your virtual machine is now ready to use. The next step is to choose the screen size that you wish to configure your desktop. This is the screen size of the virtual desktop that will appear on your desktop at home. I'm going to choose the 1024 by 768. That's a reasonable place to start. However, if you have particularly a large or high resolution monitor, you can choose much higher resolutions here if you want to have your desktop appear much larger. So I'm going to choose 1024 768 and click the Finish, which completes the process. When you click the Finish, it will prompt you to say that you'll download your SkyDesk's VPS access file, which is the NXS file used with your desktop application here. And it's suggesting that you save this to your desktop. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to save that, and I'm going to choose the desktop. The name of the file will be your username that you chose to register with SkyDesk.nxs. So I'm going to save that to the desktop and close that window. Once you save that to the desktop, there's a final splash screen which provides you with information about what to do next. So it instructs you to double-click your VPS access file, which is the one that we just downloaded, to enter your VPS. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to double-click that file and access the VPS. The first time you access your server, your newly built server, the SSH warning will come up saying that the authenticity of the host cannot be established. This is because you don't have the key in your known host file locally. So simply just select yes there, and that was the last time you'll be asked that question. When you access the VPS in future, you will no longer need to cache that certificate for that particular server. So now the No Machine client will go through the various stages of authentication and preparing the remote desktop screen for viewing. While we're waiting for that to come up, on the splash screen you actually have a link here to go to your SkyDesk web account, which will take you to your online web account that will allow you to further configure your virtual machine if you choose to, or if you want to change the configuration later. So the virtual machine now is booting up. We see the SkyDesk backdrop on the virtual machine, and then the particular MetaTrader application. I'm not going to go through the registration process now, so I'm going to click cancel there, and I'm going to make the Alpari UK MetaTrader application go to full size. So this is a live, newly created virtual machine running MT4, and if we look in the Expert Advisor folder, then we see the Super PiP Pirate EA. This is the Super PiP Pirate, which has the 3 pairs installed. So you can see here Super PiP Pirate 1, 2 and 3 are installed and ready for use. So you can simply drag those and drop them on a provided currency pair to begin trading and you're up and running to ready to go. So that concludes this video demonstration of how to set up using SkyDesk. Any questions, please go to the forums or contact Super PiP Pirate staff to help you with any settings that you might want to set on that application.